very nice. So we continue. A second. So we continue with Kitzur. So we're on Siman 15 and Halacha number 11. So quickly, we do a review of what we did last time. It was last Halacha was very interesting and very intense. So our topic is law of HaKadosh and Baruch Hu. And we said that, I'll just give a quick summary. So a person should not leave the synagogue or the place where they pray if he's going to break the minyan. Right? So if there are more than 10 people, so there is no problem, he can leave. But even if somebody left and they are in the middle of the prayer, right? And then we said that they are allowed to finish the praying. And for example, if they start Shmona Esre on Shacharis or Mincha together with the minyan, then one guy left, so 9 people. So they're allowed to do a repetition of Shmona Esre, even though there is no 10 people, and they are allowed to say Kiddusha, and they are allowed to say this priestly blessing, not whatever Chazan says. And what else? And we say if it's a mincha time, so they allowed even to say Kaddish, that is after Shmona Esra, because in this Kaddish there is a tiskabel, there is when you ask HaShem to accept the prayer. So basically, our sages say this Kaddish is connected to to the prayer itself. Okay, so to the Shmona Esra, I'm sorry. They started Shmona Esra with the minyan, so they can say the Kaddish. And the same we said, if they started the reading of the Torah with the minyan, then one guy left, wherever he went, so we can continue and finish reading of the Torah. the only thing we said, we cannot add aliyah. So in case of the need on Shabbos and Yom Tov, we need to add extra aliyah above the required number. So they cannot do that if they don't have enough people. Okay, so that's where we left off. So continue. So we're doing Nasif number 11. It says, Chazzan must be worthy of his position. As the verse states, Yirmiyahu 12:8, the Jewish people gave her voice to me. Therefore, I have hated her. Also, is of the blessed Mary. So it's very like, not sure what this verse means, right? The sages of the blessed memory said, Tanis 16a and b. This verse refers to unworthy Chazzan, who is nevertheless descended from before the ark and prayed for the congregation. So let's read it again and try to explain. The Chazzan must be worthy of position, as the verse said in Yirmiyahu 12:8. The Jewish people, gave her voice to me. So meaning that the Jewish people cried to HaShem. Right? Therefore, I have hated her. So they cry and HaShem hated her. I mean, the Jewish people. Also, the blessed memory said, this is the verse refers to unworthy Chazzan, who nevertheless descend before the ark to pray for the congregation. So that's a big problem in many shuls today when they just send somebody who's willing to go. So like people are lazy, they don't want to go, so they send anybody, even the Rasha guy. So commentary.
But wait, I want to ask, but let's say like everybody there is okay, and for example, in the call that I study at sometimes, over there they let like the yeshiva bakram be like Chazzan if they want to be, right? So it's okay to like keep switching as long as it's a normal person.
Absolutely, yeah. There is no problem. So if there is no person assigned to a job, for example, there is a job to be community Chazzan. They pay with money. So if there is no such a person, they continue. They can switch. The only thing it's, as we said, that we're going to continue. I'm not sure how deep he's going to go. Probably not too deep, but we try to explain. So basically, it should be a worthy person. this guy represents you and I and everybody in the minyan. Understand? So it has to. It's like it's. If he's not worthy, so it's very possible that our prayer is going to stuck here on the earth, which is not good. So we need to send a worthy individual. But in the case that you gave, the bochur that studied Torah from the morning to night, what could be better? You understand? So what could be better? If he's younger, does not make any difference. If he's righteous individual, absolutely.
But
that's actually better. Yeah.
Is it better to have a set chazan, or does it not really matter if you have that many people, who can switch back and forth?
Sometimes, some richer community, they want somebody to sing nice and stuff like that, so they would hire a person to pay him, I don't know, $70,000 to pray for them. You understand? So, okay, so they can afford, but other people, they simply, it's not about they don't want somebody with a good voice that they cannot afford. So they switch, and plus in a bigger shoes, it's not practical, and I'm going to explain why. There is a custom, especially through among the Ashkenazim Jews. So if you if somebody like parents, parents or children or somebody close to that person passed away, so there is custom that person would pray as a chazan on all of the weekdays except holidays and Shabbos. So they call him chiyuv, so he's obligated. He's not really obligated, but they call him that he is obligated for whatever reason. So basically, like if you have, I don't know, like 50, 60 people in the shul, so for sure somebody would have would have to pray. Like he would lose his mother, father, whatever, like brother. You understand? So it's not practical to have chazan from time to time. But if they have a rule, so only this guy is praying, no matter what. Okay, you don't like our rules. You want to be chazan, go to another place. So if they have a rule like that, so that's very simple. But if not, so it's not that simple to tell somebody not to pray. Understand? Unless the guy is Rasha, so it's not so simple to stop.
Understand.
Got it? Continue?
Yes.
So let's see. Okay, so commentary. Such a chazan is alluded to by this verse, since he gives nothing to HaShem but his voice. So voice is sweet, but he is Rasha. He has not of the truly important qualities of the chazan. So chazan has to be like a very special person, right? Who, especially Rosh Hashanah is coming, Yom Kippur is coming. So this on the day of judgment, you don't want to hire this lawyer. There's the judge there. Everybody knows, the whole city knows that he's a crook himself. You understand that it's only a matter of time they're going to catch him with a big case. Everybody knows it, right? So it's not proper for you to hire a lawyer like that, right? So for you to hire a decent lawyer that everybody respects, that everybody knows that he's an honest person, he knows what he's trustworthy, So that's about Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur. Oh, okay. So continue. Who is a worthy chazan? One who is free of sins. So I would say, as you from result you give. So I guess the younger person has less sins than others. I guess, right? I mean, especially Shiva Boch. We hope so, right? Those I'm saying. So one more time. One who is free of sins, whose youth was proper. That's a hard one, right? Meaning that even in the youth years, he did not have bad reputation. That's a strong statement. So even in the youth, that he was straight, even in the youth, right? Did not have bad reputation. One who is humble, very important. One who is humble, and who is acceptable. So that's all of his characteristics. Who is acceptable by the congregation? Who approve of his praying for them. So basically, he represents me. I do care who's going to represent me. All right. which is understandable, who can chant the prayer with a sweet melody, and his voice is pleasant and draws the heart. So that's very important. So he can sing nicely, and so I mean, if he borrowed money from somebody, let's say, and I'm just like making up an example. This guy hates him, so he does not want this, and he doesn't want to pay back. So this guy and maybe his brother and his brother-in-law they do not want him to be like their representative. Right? Continue. And who is accustomed to reading from 5 books of Torah, Chumash, prophets and writings. These 3 sections of Tanakh. Okay. So that he should be fluent in the verses mentioned in the prayer. So meaning maybe not even maybe not in Chumash, but maybe if he knows the prayers. But since most of the prayers come from these sources, so he should be fluent in reading this. Okay. So that he should be fluent in the verses mentioned in the prayers. Okay. If the congregation cannot find one who has all these qualities, they should choose the best of the available candidates in the area of Torah wisdom and good deeds. So basically, you want somebody proper to represent you. I think it's very clear and simple.